Hi, it's me again. I gotta pay attention to the road because I have to watch the road. But I got all this on my mind and I had to share it. And oh shoot. Bluetooth. Hi, it's me again, and I have to pay attention to the road because I'm not going to be distracted in driving. I just periodically will look down at here if it's a stoplight or whatever the case may be. But this was on my mind, and I keep seeing videos, and then they keep talking about Candice Owens hyphen farmer, and I didn't even know she had another baby this year. They got wife and mother of 4. So she's in a little situation with emotions, and then I just saw the video of Jason Warnock did the video with a panel of people and giving his opinions, and Pastor John I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's Bishop Wooden's son-in-law, I would say. And he said he has his opinions, and they're just going out after her. And people don't, and I watch, and I also am subscribed to Bishop Larry Gators. I ain't get into all this stuff. But allegedly, I'll just say allegedly. But I'm looking at this. She's the only one that seems to be talking the loudest, and then there's this thing there where she's supposed to speak to people representing Turning Point USA, and I'm just looking at it this way, and I'm giving my opinions, and some folks not gonna like my opinions. Well, she's also on a list where people who have did videos that in fact people have shared that the list of the people who have hits on them, like they're on that list where allegedly, or on that list where, to go after the, I would say allegedly unalive certain content creators. And I heard that, and people are saying, and different ones who are giving prophetic warnings. And they also brought out that Candice is on that list. And she has threats on her, I know. And I don't have a large following at the time of this video. But I'm just saying, it just bothers me that that people aren't addressed, or people, they just looking at her like she's just someone evil going after Turning Point USA. And I'm looking at it, she's a mother of 4, a wife and mother of 4, and she already let you know, I'm not trying to get some space in over Turning Point USA. And I believe her if she says she's that. And Pastor John, he's saying, talking like she wanna take, no. It's just people have done backgrounds of Erica Kirk, and this dark backgrounds, and that allegedly there are dark backgrounds of Erica Kirk. There are videos online, and they did more. They're speaking out. They've spoke out loud than Candice on, and mentioning that there's stuff around her and then looked into her family and stuff like that, and a whole lot of background with her alleged ties to some stuff, and the people who are talking, they weren't against. And the people who did share, they're not against. They were not against Charlie Kirk. So they have a reason, just like Candice, to not try to speak and get rid of his legacy or whatever. Now, I watched him here and there. I had following of him. But this thing, and people keep doing videos, and I just saw one talking about like she's trying to get clickbait. I'm like, no. I felt that there was a genuine grievance. But then there's that part where you just get pissed off. Now, if I had a friend that I was a certain amount close to, and people look like they keep lying about it, I would want to and believe that there's some cover up. She's not the only one. A bunch of us feel like there's a cover up or whatever for the assassination. Now, her doing all this extra pointing, I don't agree with. Pointing at certain other ones. But I do want to question that head of security too. And that, some people, I don't have the extended amount of people. I don't know how many people are even going to watch this video. It's just that I just get tired of seeing people that don't know what's going on. Now, there are, I just say, when you have a situation where, and people who have certain leadership positions, including in the government, they need to actually do a background. Just like I say, if you have my advice, if you have a leadership, in the government, you might want to if you get close to someone, you might want to do a background check of them. I had some, guy in my relationships. I've been, because you can easily go up to the courthouse. You have the right date of birth for the person. You can go up to the courthouse. I've done that on some of the, situations where the guys I've been in a relationship with. I was, I hadn't been in a relationship since I was in my 20s. So I'm like 40, I'm 46 now, and I haven't been, at the time of this video, but I have not been in a relationship, like, say, for instance, relationship that's more than just a platonic relationship since I was in my 20s. So that would be like almost like at least 16, close to around 17 years. I say at least close to around 17, 16, close to around 17 years, where, not quite 17, anyway, at least 16 years where I have not been in a relationship. So, the last one I was like in my late 20s, but I haven't been in a relationship. That means no type of relationship. I have to specify no type of relationship, whereas I'm doing anything where it's intimate or anything that would cause me to have contact to get pregnant. So I've been wanting marriage, and babies, and a lot of and I even addressed the fact that a lot of the good men are, different ones, they're marrying immigrants. I mean legal immigrants. But the problem, I don't have no hatred towards anybody or whatever the case may be, but there are some pending things that's going on in America, and they need to be addressed. And I got a video coming related to the Epstein, related to the Epstein files. I got the audio reader lady. I really need Microsoft to make it so, because I like the Europe. I was liking the European a silver alert, or it shows on the screen about it shows on the screen for if because on 495 they show on the screen, they'll show on the screen where it says where how long the Jeep takes to get to a certain place, like from Maryland to Virginia, like for the Virginia line. People know people have an idea. They know I live in the area, in the DMV area, the DC metropolitan, what the city of Washington, I was just saying, city of Washington, what you could call Washington DC metropolitan area. But I'm just saying, the thing is, they're talking about Candice. They're making her look like she's the only one, like she's like the only one that has big information related to that, and the people I'm subscribed to, they ain't just do a background of Erica. They have a background. Somebody done a background of Candice. Somebody, I'm surprised, they might do a background of her husband. Somebody do a background of people tied to anything, or the background of people that were connected to Charlie Kirk. But I will say this: there are content people who have, and one of the people that I'm subscribed to has addressed that. Some people are who they have their content creators, like me, who have received money from that country over in the Middle East, that one that starts with an I, that you're not supposed to say anything bad about, or they call you anti-Semitic. You can't talk about those people. I'm like, no, not people. People are addressing about the government, that, Then you have, and they have their people. They have we have the CIA, and they have the Mossad. And there are people who accuse stuff, but I'm not gonna get into that. I have people who have bigger channels and larger followings, who have said way deeper stuff that might point a target on them, or get Turning Point USA to reach out to them and say, what the hell? And people already talked about these people, content creators. They don't all the funds and donations are not all received from people that are in the U.S. Some are from that other country where I'm not supposed to say anything bad, But it's just that if people dig them out on backgrounds of people and what their donations they're receiving, they will find out where and people are talking about it, that before the said assassination of Charlie Kirk, he was disagreeing with some of the situations from the people who he didn't always necessarily agree with everything. But people say, oh, you don't want to mess up his legacy. I'm like, well, people already did a background of the wife. But that's not what I really want to. I wanted to come on here real quick, and I wanted to address some things because I get tired of people acting like that she the only one and that she's just trying to get people to watch her channel. She already got enough videos on other stuff. She's not trying to and act like people trying to do clickbait. And folks will say with this video, they're saying, oh, Michelle wants to do clickbait. Or the Shelley Love one wants to do clickbait. But I have some stuff coming. I had a video. I was supposed to be doing a video about my opinions about the Marjorie Taylor Greene, about her resigning. I got another video. I got videos coming, but mine will be right. Some of my videos will be behind because the simple fact is I work a lot of hours. This is that time of this video. I'm doing this video in December, where I'm actually working, my off days. I'm working 6 days instead of working my regular 5 days, which most of the time I do overtime, at least 2 hours, overtime. But I want to do more videos, but I'm trying to squeeze that time. I got to squeeze that time in and be able to launch out time to do these videos. And I don't know how many people are going to watch it. I don't have a large following like that. I just want people to know that I have strong opinions, and strong opinions that people might not like, they might not like. But I have a video coming about I'm gonna do one. I have one. When I get home, when I get off work, with Joe Wilson Bridge. When I go off work, I'm gonna have to get together and do my videos. And I had one set up for, with Microsoft PowerPoint. And I've been over a week, trying to get that thing straight. So bear with me, people. I have videos coming, and just bear with me. And I'm going to have to leave that there because this video is longer than what I had planned it to be. And please watch my videos. I have more coming, and they're going to be, I'm going to make them shorter. And I'll leave that there. And I got to pay attention to the road, and I will leave that there.